Why make things complicated when you can keep them simple? Here's my lazy, crustless quiche in just 15 minutes. To start, it's very simple. We're going to slice a large onion, so first cut it into thin strips, then chop it into very small cubes. Next, we'll do the same thing with the green bell pepper. Whatever vegetables you use in your quiches, you cut them into very small pieces. Then, in a pan, we'll heat up some olive oil and add the chopped onions and bell peppers. Let them cook gently, stirring regularly. And meanwhile, we'll chop about 100 grams of mushrooms into very small pieces, and then cut 100 grams of cherry tomatoes. We'll take 4 and finally chop a bunch of fresh parsley. After about 5 minutes of cooking over medium heat, we stir a little and add the mushrooms and cherry tomatoes. We continue cooking the vegetables. We'll let the tomatoes release their water for 2 to 3 minutes before adding 450 grams of ground beef. We're going to crumble the meat well in the pan and mix everything together thoroughly. Next, we season with salt and pepper, paprika, a mix of garlic and roasted pepper. Of course, you can add the spices of your choice. Then we'll mix everything well. We continue cooking for 10 to 15 minutes until the meat is well cooked, and at the end of the cooking time, we add the chopped parsley, mix everything well, and set it aside. For the quiche mixture, we will need 3 eggs, so we will crack 3 eggs into a small bowl, then beat the eggs as if making an omelet. We add 200 ml of liquid cream to that and continue to mix well. Next, we add 100 grams of grated cheese. You can use any cheese you like, whichever you prefer. Personally, I use mozzarella. All that's left is to season our quiche mixture. So we add salt, pepper, and herbes de Provence, mix one last time, and it's ready. Next, you can make 1 large quiche. In that case, you use a big tart pan, or, like me, you can make mini quiches. You're going to butter and flour your pans well to prevent sticking. To see all my quiche recipes and get some ideas, just type quiche followed by deli cuisine in the search bar, and you'll find plenty of other videos. We're going to put filling in each of our little tart pans. We're going to flatten it well like this, and then we'll cover it with the quiche mixture. Then we're going to put a little black olive in the center. You can add grated cheese again if you want your little quiches to be nicely browned. Then we bake them at 200 Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this mini quiche recipe. See you soon!